Hello, welcome back to another Mindset Monday. My name is Janelle Briggs. I'm a mindset and business coach, and today I want to talk to you about a hot topic, and that is imposter syndrome. Recently, I posted on my social media what my belief imposter syndrome stems from, and this is the fears that we have within us. Maybe it's a fear of not being capable of the job that you're doing, or not being capable in motherhood. Maybe it's a fear of failure. So concerned all the time about making a mistake or failing or getting it wrong that we often play small, and it makes us feel like we are maybe even a fraud in our own life. When I made this post on social media recently, I had quite a few women reaching out to me saying, yes, how do you know this? Like, this is how I feel on the daily basis. So my work as a mindset coach, working with women, helping women who are suffering with stress, overwhelm, and anxiety, is really to help you understand the fears that are holding you back playing small. I 100% in my working career definitely had imposter syndrome feelings at times, and that's because of my number one fear, which was that I was not smart enough. So I wanted to share my story with you today and hope that it might resonate with you to help you to understand how mindset coaching and a group workshop that I run called Silence Your Inner Critic could help you if you are struggling in this area of your life. Now, imposter syndrome doesn't just happen in our work environment. It also happens in our relationships. It happens in our parenting. It happens in our family relationships. It happens in all areas in our life. And this is because fear does not discriminate against anyone. Everyone at some point in their life has had a fear of something. Some people are able to go and see the fear for what it is, false evidence appearing real, brush it to the side and keep moving forward. However, a lot of us, including me, let those fears hold us back. Let those fears keep us from shining our light, keep us from going for the promotion that we want to, changing careers, keep us from following and doing the things that we really want to do. You may also be in a career or industry where you have got to the top of your game, but you kind of look around and go, oh my gosh, are they going to find me out? Like, is this really happening? How did I get here? Like, I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy of this. Again, that comes from a fear. Sometimes it's a fear of success. What will happen when I get all these things that I'm working towards? What will happen then? Will I lose friends or family? Will people judge me? What will people think of me? Again, it comes down to fear. So the work that I do with women in my coaching business is all about helping you to understand where the fear comes from, being able to go through a transformational process and release that fear from the first time that you ever felt it. It may have been in childhood, it could have been in adolescence, teenage years, it could even be in your first job or, when you were stepping into university. I know my inner critic started really ramping up, playing loud when I was in my first university career, and I talk about that in my group online workshop. And I got some really bad feedback from a professor. And at that moment, I was 17 years old, turning 18, first time in a big university. And all of a sudden, I felt like I'm not good enough. What am I doing here? I'm not supposed to be here. That played out in two things. I quit that university degree and I went on to study business at a junior college, and I then started my corporate career. So the second thing that happened is that I took that criticism, that inner critic, and I carried that with me into my working life. So what that comment of that university professor had said to me, I carried that moment all the way into my lifetime. It caused me to fear criticism. It caused me to work harder than everyone else. It caused me to feel like I was never going to have enough experience. It stopped me from going from the promotions that I wanted to go through, even though all of my executives around me were saying, this is the career for you. You should go for it. Take that leap. Do it. It took me I worked at one organization for 15 years, and I spent the last 6 years doing something that I really loved. It took me, I would say, 9 or 10 years to get that out of me, to get the courage to go for it. So I'm sharing this with you because these are the hurdles that I have come through in my life. Now that I have taken myself from point A to point B, I've done the transformational work. I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel in my business, in my life, that I'm a fraud. I know that I'm here for a purpose. I know that I'm worthy and deserving of everything that I create. So I want to help as many women as I can find freedom from their fears so that you can step up in this world and do what you are meant to do, which is, whether it's just be an amazing present mother, whether it is have your own business, whether it is to climb that corporate ladder and feel good enough for all the achievements and awards that you receive along the way. So if this video and if my story is resonating with you today, if you have felt these feelings in your life and you would like to let them go, I want to share with you that I have an incredible workshop coming up in March, and it is called Silencing Your Inner Critic. This is about knowing and understanding deeply where some of these fears come from, starting to do that little bit of groundwork to dig in to find out, where does this come from? And also go through a visualization process with me to help you transform that fear into an empowering new belief about yourself so that you can move forward feeling brighter and lighter without having all these constraints and restrictions in your life. So if you are interested, please get in touch. I would love to see you at my Silencing Your Inner Critic workshop, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. DM or comment if you've got any questions, and give me a heck yes with a hand up if this resonated with you.